What are the best new upcoming electric vehicles that you need to watch out for? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. For this video, we're going to take a look at 10 brand new upcoming electric vehicles for 2023 and 2024 that you need to keep a close eye on. It's no secret that electric vehicles are becoming increasingly popular and better with each passing year, and the ones that are coming to the market in the near future are going to be the best ones yet. So to find out what are some of the best brand new upcoming electric vehicles, make sure to stick around until the end of this video. And if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I post 2 videos a week, always straight to the point, valuable car buying advice designed to help you, the consumer. So with that out of the way, let's get started with this list, starting with the 2024 Chevrolet Equinox EV. Chevy's upcoming brand new all-electric Equinox is probably one of the most highly anticipated electric SUVs of 2023. Electric vehicles are often criticized for having not enough driving range, taking too long to charge, and just being way too expensive to buy for the average consumer. And all of these things are issues that the brand new Equinox is aiming to address. It's going to be available in a few different variants, including 2-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, with different sized batteries that are going to give it a driving range between 250 to 300 miles, or roughly 400 to 500 kilometers. It's also going to be compatible with DC fast charging, and most significantly of all, it's going to have a really attractive starting price, around $30,000 US or around $37,500 in Canada. Now obviously for that price you're going to get an entry-level variant, but either way, this is shaping up to be a really attractive SUV and way better than the outgoing gas-powered Equinox, which is really not that competitive. But the Equinox is far from the only electric SUV that GM plans to introduce in 2023. Another one that you need to take a close look at is the upcoming 2024 Chevrolet Blazer. Compared to the Equinox, the Blazer is going to be a larger mid-sized SUV with a higher price tag. It's also going to come in a few more variants, including a high-performance SS version, which should deliver a 0 to 60 time of around 4 seconds. Battery-wise, however, it should be very similar to the Equinox, with a driving range of around 250 to 300 miles, or 400 to 500 kilometers on one charge. It's also going to come with the same level of DC fast charging and a similar upscale interior that's dominated by display screens, anywhere from 11 to 17 inches wide. Another thing worth mentioning about both the Blazer and the Equinox is that they are going to ride on GM's brand new electric vehicle architecture with the Ultium battery packs. GM's Ultium tech introduces huge advancements in battery technology, including the use of brand new high energy dense pouch-style battery cells. GM even says that theoretically, you will even be able to service these modules individually, eliminating the need to replace the entire battery pack, and they can even be upgraded with brand new battery technology as is introduced later down the road too. There's no question when it comes to battery technology and new electric vehicles, the upcoming products from GM are very impressive, but they're not the only companies to keep an eye on, so let's move on to the next car on the list, which is the Volkswagen ID Buzz. There's no question, the ID Buzz is one of the most highly anticipated electric vehicles for 2023 and 2024. The ID Buzz represents the introduction of the microbus to the 21st century, only this time it's going to be an all-electric vehicle. Already available in Europe in a standard wheelbase version, the North American versions of the ID Buzz are only going to be available with a longer wheelbase with 3-row seating for up to 6 or 7 passengers. Now, details on the electric drivetrain for North America are scarce, but it should be available with either rear-wheel or all-wheel drive with around 200 to 300 horsepower. And although driving range is not confirmed, it should be able to travel somewhere around 200 to 300 miles on one charge, or roughly 350 to 500 kilometers. I can see this one being tremendously popular in the market, but if you prefer something more along the lines of a luxury SUV, then let's move on to the next vehicle to watch out for, which is the Lexus RZ 450e. Lexus has taken their time introducing an electric vehicle to the market, but they're finally going to do so in 2023 with the brand new RZ SUV. This is going to be the Lexus version of the Toyota bZ4X, which is already available in certain markets. The Lexus version, however, should come standard with direct-4 all-wheel drive, along with a 312 horsepower drivetrain that delivers a driving range of around 220 miles or 360 kilometers on one charge. Lexus is extremely well known for their amazing reliability and build quality, and the company has already been making hybrids and plug-in hybrid vehicles for quite some time, so they already have a lot of experience with electrified vehicles. So there's no question, the Lexus RZ should be extremely popular when it hits the market in 2023, and the same could also be said of the next vehicles on the list, which are the Chevy Silverado and the GMC Sierra EV. Following in the footsteps of the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Rivian pickup trucks, GM is finally going to introduce their own version of an EV pickup truck in 2023. And both the Sierra and Silverado should really take things to the next level of EV tech, with an electric drivetrain that's going to deliver around 660 horsepower and 780 pound-feet of torque. It should deliver a driving range of up to 400 miles or 640 kilometers on one charge, with a 0 to 60 time of around 4.5 seconds, making this not only a long-range truck, but also a very fast one too. Other great features will include an air suspension system and four-wheel steering for a more comfortable ride and better handling too. They'll also come with some great truck features, including a multi-flex midgate with a pass-through to fit objects around 3 meters or 10 feet long. And of course, there's also going to be a really impressive towing capacity of up to 10,000 pounds too. Pricing for these trucks was not available at the time of this recording, but they should be priced very similar to the Ford F-150 Lightning, with availability in late 2023 into 2024. As mentioned, General Motors is really on a roll with their electric vehicle technology, and they're not the only car company that's going to be able to take advantage of it either. The next vehicle on the list is also going to use it, which is the Honda Prologue SUV. Honda has certainly been really late to the game when it comes to electric vehicles, but they're finally going to introduce their first model to the market with the help of General Motors. The upcoming mid-size Prologue SUV is going to be based off of GM's electric vehicle technology, with the exact same Ultium battery packs and electric motors. Given that this is a mid-sized SUV, somewhere between the Honda Passport and Honda Pilot in size, it's most likely going to be based off the Chevy Blazer EV, which means it should be able to deliver an electric driving range of around 250 to 300 miles or 400 to 500 kilometers on one charge. Obviously, SUVs are what most consumers are looking for, but if you prefer to buy an electric vehicle that's just a normal sedan, then let's move on to the next vehicle, which is the Hyundai Ioniq 6. Hyundai really created a huge knockout with the Ioniq 5 that was introduced for 2022, and they plan to keep the momentum going with the brand new Ioniq 6, which is going to roll out for 2023. And the electric vehicle rollout is not going to end with the Ioniq 6 either. Both Hyundai and Kia plan to introduce a few new electric vehicles over the next few years, including a mid-sized 3-row SUV, which is going to be called the Ioniq 7 or the Kia EV9. I could see both of these SUVs doing incredibly well in the market, but if you prefer to buy something more on the luxury end to compete directly with Tesla, then let's move on to the next vehicle on the list, which is the Mercedes EQE. Mercedes has really been making a strong effort to roll out a lot of brand new EVs over the last few years, starting with the larger and more expensive EQS sedan and EQS SUV. Although these two are designed to go head-to-head with the Tesla Model S and Model X, they are on the expensive end, so if you want something a little bit more attainable, then you're probably going to want to take a look at the EQE sedan and EQE SUV. In addition to being more affordable, the EQE is going to be available with either rear-wheel or all-wheel drive, as the EQE 350 or the EQE 500. They should deliver between 288 to 402 horsepower with a driving range of up to 300 miles or 480 kilometers. And they're also going to offer some really impressive tech too, including the optional 56-inch hyperscreen that was first introduced on the larger and more expensive EQS. Tesla really better watch out, because the days when they were all alone in the electric vehicle luxury space are long gone. And finally, that brings us to the last vehicles on this list that you need to keep an eye on over the next year, which are the Jeep Recon and the Jeep Wagoneer. The Recon is going to be a Wrangler-sized vehicle, and it's also going to include removable doors and a power roof, just like the Wrangler 2. Unlike the Wrangler, however, it should come with independent suspension, which should give it a better ride and better handling, and it's also going to have more impressive performance, with an electric drivetrain that should be able to deliver a range of around 250 to 300 miles, or roughly 400 to 500 kilometers on one charge. The larger Wagoneer should be even more impressive, with up to 600 horsepower and a driving range of up to 400 miles or 640 kilometers. No word on pricing or the launch date for these vehicles quite yet, but given the pricing of Jeeps in the market right now, I'm willing to bet that they're going to be very expensive. So there you have it, 10 electric vehicles that you need to watch out for over the next year. Let me know what you thought of the vehicles on this list. Would you consider buying any of them in the future, or would you just buy a traditional gas car or a hybrid car instead? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at my other car videos by clicking these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, and if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.